Ewok from summer camp. Today I'm going to show you how to make a God's Eye. This is an example that I made a year or so ago using 3 different colors of yarn here, just working out from the outside. Today we're working with a cool multicolored thread, so the colors are going to look a little different, a little less patterned and uniform, but it still turns out looking really cool. Other supplies you're going to need today: 2 popsicle sticks and scissors. We don't need glue. Everything we do, the string's going to hold the sticks together for us. So real simple start. I've just cut out here a piece of string. It's about an arm's length, and that probably won't be enough to finish the project for me, but it'll be enough to get us a good start, and we'll add more in as we need. So first things first, we're going to hold the sticks together here, just creating a little X, and I'm going to place the string on top of the X, and I'm just going to hold it in place there with my thumb. Nothing simple here, we don't need any fancy knots. We're going to wrap it twice around. So we get across the front twice there, and then we're going to spin it, and we're going to do twice around the other direction, so we get this nice X on the front. And that's going to hold our string in place while we work, and the further we get into the project, the more secure it's going to feel. So now that we've got the string attached and our sticks in place, the next thing we're going to do is our pattern, and this is going to be the same pattern through the whole thing. It's going to be repeating all the way around. The neater or more kind of orderly you can be as you do it, the better it looks when we're finished. So showing you here, we're going to come around the back side and then go diagonally across to the next stick. Around the back side and diagonal to the next stick. And that is just our repeating pattern. Around the back, diagonal, around the back, and diagonal. And we're just going to make sure that as we do this, everything is laying down nice and flat beside itself. And you can see, once you get a feel for it, this project actually can go pretty quickly here. And we're just making sure everything's laying in flat. And it starts to look pretty cool as we get going here. So as I mentioned, this is not going to be enough yarn to finish the whole project. My first piece of yarn here is about to run out. You can see it won't go all the way around, so I'm looking for a good way to stop it off here. What I'll do is I'll just back it up one so that I have a little bit of extra yarn to work with here, and I'm just going to do a simple knot. What I'm doing here is I'm wrapping it once around this popsicle stick, tucking it through itself to create a simple overhand knot, and then just pulling that tight. And as I do that, I want to make sure the tail piece is coming to the back side here where we don't see the cool pattern forming. This is our front, the God's Eye pattern. This is our back where we just see the yarn kind of wrapping the 4 different directions. Again, this is our finished product, back side, front side. But I've attached that loose end. I'm going to go ahead and get myself another piece of yarn here. Again, anything more than an arm's length, you end up kind of tripping over the extra pieces of yarn, so I wouldn't suggest going any more than that. And we're just going to pick up where we left off. So this is where I've tied off my last piece of string. That's where I'm going to tie on my new piece of string. And that's that same overhand knot, just wrapping it once around, tucking itself through. And just like at the start, we don't need to have anything fancy to get ourselves going here. Once the pattern starts forming, it's going to hold the string in place. So if you're not quite comfortable with your knot, that feels a little loose or something, just start doing the pattern and it should tighten everything up. Finishing it off, I have now done 3 arm lengths full of string, so probably about 18-20 feet total of yarn. And to finish it off here, what I've done is again a simple overhand, and then what I finally did was I pulled out, this is my last string here, and what I did was I tucked it once through that string and then under itself again for the final knot. Sorry, my fingers are kind of in the way here. But you can see there, once around the final loop, and then back under itself, and then as you pull that tight, you get a good stopper knot at the very end so this doesn't unravel. And my strings have all kind of pulled out through the back here. What I'm going to do is just trim those up. And this is the back side, so if they show a little bit, it doesn't really matter, but we don't want them all dangling loose there. And there we have it, final product. Now again, this one's using a multicolored string, all from one ball of yarn, so the color's changing as I go. You can also do it this way with single colors of string and just alternate. As you finish off the yellow string, you do a blue string next. As you finish that off, you do the red string or whatever colors you want to use. Hope you guys enjoy that craft, and show us some pictures as you finish them up at home.